Hey guys, welcome back to another Spyder adventure. We have my MRS with us today and we are gonna be doing a steering wheel swap mod. Basically we have the stock steering wheel in the car and we're gonna be switching it to a smaller 350 aftermarket steering wheel. Reason for that is because as I'm driving this car on the track, I'm starting to feel like it would benefit from a smaller steering wheel it doesn't really need to turn any quicker. I feel like it's quick enough, but I think it's more like a logistical thing because now like I have a bucket seat. I'm finding that because of the OEM wheel size, the way that I'm turning my hands, my elbows are actually hitting the bolsters on my bucket seat. So I think I need something a little bit tinier to give me a little bit more real estate for my arms to kind of move around. So we have three things that we bought for this project. What we need for the project is obviously the steering wheel itself, we need the hub, and we need the quick release. So you don't really need the quick release, but I wanted the quick release because easy, like in and out type of thing, but then also because if I wanted to park it somewhere that's not very safe, I could just take the steering wheel off and it's not really an issue, right? So that's the reason for the quick release. So I got the Momo 350 steering wheel. It's like super plain, doesn't have anything on it, and that's the way exactly how I like it. I don't want anything on my steering wheel. Came with a button like this. But I am actually going to be swapping over a like Daikei horn thing. It's on my Miata, so I'm swapping it over. I think it has a little red button, horn button on it. I think it actually fits the MRS a lot better than the Miata, so I'm gonna be swapping onto it. And then for the hub, we got the Workcell hub. I'm sure there's other hubs out there, but this is the one that we've been using on all the cars. So that's the one we went with. It's a short version because I don't want it to stick too far out, considering that I also have a quick release which will add additional like length towards me. So I wanted something a little bit shorter to kind of make it very similar to like an OEM distance, because I like the OEM distance, so that's what we're gonna go with. So yeah, this is the NRG hub. We'll see if it flies out when I'm driving on the track, but hopefully not. And yeah. So obviously, steering wheel, we're gonna take that off, but you wanna first disconnect the battery so the airbag doesn't shoot you in the face. And then afterward, I think there's two bolts underneath the steering wheel. It's like a
T30
yeah
ports.
I'm just gonna take that off.
Either side of the steering wheel.
You can see the airbags coming off. Apparently you need to pry it or some shit.
Just pull this down basically. But I mean, it's not that bad. It's basically...
Oh, it's just a piece of plastic.
Yeah, it's cleared so that it's cleared. And then you just need to... Oh God. How do I do this?
Wow.
It's
It's like a fucking grenade.
Okay.
And you do not want to take out the nut before you take out the entire steering wheel, because you're gonna punch yourself in the face with it from trying to pull it out like this.
Yeah, I don't think this is...
There you go.
We're gonna disconnect this guy. Then the kit came with these two styles, so only this one fits, so you're gonna use that.
This is like universal. Why are there two of them?
Yeah, this, I mean, it fits like different Toyota cars. So.
Oh.
And then, so this, what I think we're gonna only use one of them. I think it's like a positive for the horn. And then we're gonna have a SRS light resistor we can plug in to the this right here. So we're gonna line up the hub, you know, the notch on the hub that's gonna clear the clock spring. And what's nice about the Workspell hub is you don't need to mess with the stock clock spring, and that's what we use for all the cars. We always recommend using a Workspell hub. It's because of that. You don't have to fuck with the clock spring, and it's plug and play. It's very easy. So yeah, just kind of line it up as straight as possible, and go from there. So yeah, we just also put on the split washer and the lock nut that's provided from the kit, and I just use like impact, just zapped it in and shouldn't go anywhere. For the wiring harness that came with the kit, you'll see two black wires. You're gonna use the left wire. After spending a lot of time figuring this out, so we ended up just putting this on the outside of the hub to allow just more space in the inside. For the horn situation, I ended up having to do some custom wiring. So I extended the wire for the ground, and then it actually runs to the back of the hub here, where I grounded through the hub. But the reason why I have to run it to the back is because once you put this once you install this, there's no room for the wire to sneak through and ground it through the hole, so I have to run it through the back. I end up grabbing a screw, so it's on the back side, and I found a screw that's short enough to stick out further than the hub, so that this can bolt onto the hub flushed. So all we need to do is to put everything together, and it will work. So yeah, I got the ground wire that's grounded onto the hub on the back side here, right? You see that little bolt? Get a little like connector, like an eye ring, and it's grounded through the hub. And then you got the power wire, and then yeah, now it works. So orient it when it's on the lock position. The NRG logo faces top, and we just need to put on all these Allen bolts.
I'm only coming in when Tommy finished everything.
Ended up ordering this metal horn ring from eBay, and this would give us this little, you know, prong or tab for the ground wire for the horn. We cannot reuse the horn ring that comes with the Momo horn because it wouldn't really fit through this opening here. So this is why we use this one. So this is how it's gonna look like. You got the ground wire attached to the horn ring and the power wire to the horn.
So after like 8 hours of trying to fit all this together, we are still not done. I think the issue is because the wires were pinching
and not enough room in these like crevices where you have.
Look how tiny. So small. And then so what we ended up doing because of the pinching wire, we actually had to cut a lot of the wire off and then solder to make this a lot shorter, so there's a lot less
connectors and stuff.
Space for it to pinch, things like that. So this is what we have.
Is it better?
It's too close. Okay, I guess.
Right, it's a little bit further, smaller.
It's further.
It's a little bit further.
It's like a little.
Wait,
What the hell?
it's fine.
It's a little bit further.
Let's put on the quick release. It's very difficult.
Do I have the?
Yeah,
oh.
then you
then
just
what?
turn the collar
Oh.
because of this stupid short hub.
The fuck? Ow. Is it on? It's not.
No, you have to.
Oh yeah, the NRG is supposed to be in the middle. Fuck, this is like a 2-person job.
Why it's so tight? I don't get it.
Is it on?
No, it's not.
There we go. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Dang! Even my steering wheel got scratched up from that.
With those new steering wheel.
I guess.
Looks like Fast and Furious.
It does.
No,
It
it's
looks
fine.
like a...
And this horn works. Oops, sorry.
It does not like it.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's a wrap. This project took Tommy probably like 8 hours.
I don't know about 8 hours.
I
maybe.
think it's 8 hours on and off. Would I say it's worth the upgrade? No, it didn't really solve anything I was hoping to solve, because I was actually thinking with a smaller steering wheel, I would have more arm clearance. But right now I think I'm without having issues, I can only turn like this much, and then you can see here like my elbow is starting to hit, so it's like 45 degrees. I can't even turn like 90 degrees. It's like 45 degrees. So yeah, I think it didn't really solve anything. So I think the next thing really is to just fix the seat.
Fix the seats, to be honest.
I just might need to sit a little lower. Before I don't want to sit lower because I had issues seeing over the top, but I guess some compromises have to be made. If you have any questions about installing a short hub and a short quick release onto the MRS with the aftermarket horn, all this stuff that was in this video, ask Tommy. Don't ask me. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for another Spec adventure. Bye.